What's up, everybody? We are back with another episode talking about self love, self care, and self awareness. Why? Because why not? It's important that we make sure that we're indulging in these things in order for us to get to our higher selves and to accomplish our goals and be a better individual overall. That is the purpose, always a purpose. The last couple of episodes were just a little intense. For me, overall, I hope that it was healing for somebody because it definitely was healing for me. And when I say I felt like a weight lifted off of my shoulder after speaking about those things, like it really just allowed me to show up happier. I don't know, it was just like an instant switch. So, today's episode, we are going to be talking about healing your relationship with your body. I know for me, it was a personal journey, like I've said in other episodes, really just being in tune with who I am and what I want, what my outcome should look like for my body, for my mind, and just everything that's involved with me. So again, this is going to look different for everybody, but I wanted to just give some basic guidelines on how you can really show up and have a better relationship with your body when you've dealt with physical trauma, mental trauma, and things like that. So let's get into it. Healing your relationship with your body looks like shifting your mindset and your habits, shifting the focus from appearance to function, appreciating your body and what it can do instead of focusing on how your body looks. Focus on its amazing functions, basically like how it moves, how you heal, how what keeps you alive, reflecting on the strength it gives you to live a daily life. Some set functional goals would be focus on goals like improving stamina, strength, or flexibility rather than aesthetic ones. We're so compelled to wanting to be like people on Instagram. Like everybody on Instagram pretty much has this beauty standard of what we should look like for the most part. I can't remember if it was a post or a video where this girl was just like, girls who don't have surgery bodies are broke. Like they're broke bitches. I was like, damn. I mean, to one certain extent, I can understand. But then to the other one, it's just like, so you telling me that I need to have some type of surgery on my body in order to be a rich bitch? You know what I mean? Or to be at a certain stature. I can't just be me and have a banging body. At first, when I first heard that, I did take offense. I did take a little offense. But then I thought about it and I'm just like, it's the standard now. Like everybody wants to have something done to their body. And that's just what it is. And if you got the money, you got the money to do it. If you don't, I guess you can look like a broke bitch. But for me, to be honest, it really doesn't matter. And I say that with confidence because I can go either or. For one, I've had kids. So I know that my body doesn't look the same as it did before, but I'm not going to sit here and shame my body because of what it did naturally. I birthed lives. That's an amazing journey and story right there. So to see my body transform and to be able to cater to these children while they were in my stomach, like that's a lot. That's a whole lot. So after they came out and my body transforming and being something completely different and snapping back and then not snapping back, like it went through a whole lot. But overall, I'm happy for what it is. And that's not to say that I didn't want to have some things done, because there still are some things that I'm like, you know what, if I could change this or change that, I'll definitely do that. But I stopped focusing on what I needed to change and started appreciating what I had. Because for one, I have my life. And a lot of women die during childbirth and they don't have their lives, whatever. But a lot of women, and black women to be specific, have died during childbirth. So if I got to deal with saggy titties, it is what it is. Whoever wants me in my future just gonna have to be okay with that, unless he gonna help me pay for it, period. Either way, I'm totally fine. It's not something I feel like I'm gonna die if I don't get it. No shade to the people who feel that way. Practice body gratitude. Create a gratitude practice. Write down or say aloud things that you're thankful about for your body. For instance, your ability to walk, breathe, and experience joy. Celebrate your small victories. Acknowledge any progress you make. So when you set out a goal for yourself, I think it's very important that you make sure that you are giving gratitude to yourself and just reminding yourself of why you even started. Challenge negative thoughts. Observe negative self-talk, become aware of any negative thoughts, and replace with positive affirmations. Just saying something by challenging your negative thoughts, because you don't realize that your thoughts really create who you are and transform what your future is going to be. So if you're constantly in negative battle with yourself and with others, and you don't believe in yourself, or you don't believe that people really want to support you, it's like you have to take a look at yourself. Do you support yourself? Are you showing up for yourself? So hold yourself accountable and make sure that you're challenging your negative thoughts. Anytime you have a negative thought, shut it down. Shut it down immediately and transform, and just continue to give yourself gratitude. And you'll start to see things really shift in your life, and you'll start getting to your goals way faster. Nurture your body with care. Prioritize your nourishments, move in ways that feel good, and make sure you're getting enough rest and recovery. So if you're feeding your body the foods that it needs, again, like I'm always saying, you don't have to always eat right, but you should always strive to eat healthier. So if you don't want to put down them southern meals that your mother made you when you were younger, and your granny, was getting down in the kitchen, putting her foot and her elbow in it, them foods that make you feel good, but then you got the itis afterwards. You know what I mean? You just slumped. Like, it's okay. You don't have to put those down immediately. But if you notice that it does change you, like your face is breaking out, or, feel the oil coming out of your body because there's so much oil in the foods, you know what I mean? Or you getting a little chunky because you put so much salt and seasoning all on your foods. Like, that right there should be a cause for you to start changing and want to do better. So you nourishing your body with the things that you really need. Again, those fruits, those vegetables, more water and things like that. You're going to feel better. You're going to automatically feel better, and it's going to really open up your mind to function how it needs to function. What types of foods do you find yourself eating on a regular basis, like within a week? Do you find yourself eating more unhealthy or healthy foods?
Used to be more unhealthy.
Mm-hmm. Why'd you change it?
Because my face started breaking out, wasn't able to function correctly. Yeah, a list of other things.
Do you see a difference now?
Yes.
What's the difference that you see?
My face is clearing up. I'm able to have more energy. I feel way better. I have about 100 times more energy than I did when I was eating unhealthy.
Like I said, you start noticing the difference on how your body functions. For me, when I really started to change up what I was eating, I noticed that my stomach did start getting flatter. I can do more things like picking certain things up, and I can really tighten my stomach up more. Everything just started to balance itself out, to be honest. So I'll eat some unhealthy stuff every once in a while, especially like when I go to the city and I'm hanging out. I take those times to just enjoy myself. And then when I get back to the crib, it's go mode. I got to get that right off of me. And because I'm constantly eating healthier foods, like, it come right out in the first place. So I can go eat some unhealthy foods tonight, and it come out tonight, or it come out right in the morning. So it's like my body is balancing it out, and it's not allowing it to just stick on me. So once you start to make that switch and just, do a little bit better, it starts to work out for you. If that's what you want. If you don't, do what you want. It's up to you. Totally up to you. Nobody's forcing you to do anything you don't want. But you should definitely nurture your body and show yourself that you care, period. The other thing is rest and recovery. I don't think we get enough sleep. We don't really give ourselves enough time to just say, you know what, let me focus on me and let me just get some rest, and I'm going to get back to the world. Like, we just keep going and going and going and going and going until your body starts to shut down, and it's just like, now you got to sit down. And now you're forced to sit down, and it's uncomfortable. So I like to tell people, before you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, why don't you train yourself to already start to rest and get recovery? At least once out of every week or two, dedicate some time for yourself where you can just rest and relax and do nothing. Like, it's totally okay for you to do nothing.
Yeah, sleep is very important. It's going to be a tough time if you trying to get through anything without any sleep.
All right, limit your exposure to unrealistic body standards. Curate your social media. Unfollow accounts that promote unrealistic body images, like those AI accounts. You ever seen those AI accounts where those girls look real and they're outside, like at the coffee shop, or they're doing workouts. Like it's real AI generated girls, like social media girls with unrealistic bodies. Their boobs are all out there, their body is all perfect, hair is all perfect, face is perfect, and everything. And people are really following them. Let's make sure that we're limiting ourselves on unrealistic body goals. Whatever your goal may be, set that for yourself, accomplish that. If you have to look at other people to see, like, okay, I like what her body looks like, or I like this part of that person, like, it's okay to look at people and say, I like these parts of them, and I would like that for me, but I just make sure that it's for you. Like, don't go do it for somebody else. I've seen so many of these girls go get their bodies done, and they got banging bodies already, but they want it to be a little tighter. You know what I mean? They want their waist to be a little bit smaller, and their booty is super big. And then I see the guy that they with, and I'm like, for this nigga? Like, you just went and got your body done for the same person that got, like, a beer belly? You know what I mean? He huffing and puffing every time he walking. He can barely stand up. He ugly in the face. You doing it because he got money? Like, baby girl, I hope your body is paid off. If not, you better go put it on social media and go make you something from it. Because I don't understand it sometimes. I really don't. But if that's what makes you you, do you. Again, I'm not body shaming anybody. I'm just saying, if you're going to go do something, make sure you're doing it for you and you're okay with any consequences that may come along with it. Because sometimes we can think that we're making the best decision for us when it comes to changing our cheeks and making our forehead smaller and all of that. I've seen some crazy stuff. I actually know a person that went and added height to himself. I know it sounds crazy, and he might see this, but he did. And I had to ask him, like, bro, if you're doing this for you, cool. But don't go do it for other people. And the conversations that we had, without saying too much, it was just like he felt like shorter guys don't really get as much respect. And I'm like, you know what? I can agree, because I have definitely turned down a few guys because they were like the same height as me or shorter than me. Like, no, I envision myself being with a taller man or somebody, you know what I mean? Like certain things that I want, but that's just what I want. Like, I understand what I want and who I am. But for you to say, like, you don't think that people respect shorter men, like, I can definitely see that. But make sure it's for you and not for other people, because you're going to be disappointed when you don't get what you're seeking out of other people, which is mostly validation. Because that's the world that we live in. We're all trying to be validated. We all want to feel important or seen and heard and things like that. And it's totally okay as long as you don't overindulge. That's when things become, quote unquote, a sin. Engage in mindfulness and self-compassion. Practice mindfulness, engaging in activities that help you connect with your body, like meditation, deep breathing. For me, it's my yoga, I think. That's what really helped me to tap into who I am and understand how my body can move. Like, there were so many things that I did not know how to do or couldn't do. And the more that I kept practicing, the more that I would sit with myself and say, this is what I want. I want to be able to do this move. And I would vision myself, I would see myself doing these things. And then over time, because I envisioned it in my head and I'm practicing it, I became really good at it. And now it's like something that I couldn't do before, I'm doing it now because I put the work in. And that's pretty much what it is. Like, you really have to practice this stuff and just be kind to yourself and give yourself grace and not try to rush anything, because it's not just going to happen overnight. I've dealt with so many people just in the last 2 weeks that have been having issues like with their back, with their legs, with their arms, and they're just like, this is stiff and this is not moving how you're supposed to move. And I'm like, stretch. Do some yoga. You're going to feel better. And I guarantee you, every single last one of them that I've showed them a few different types of moves, they've gotten better. And they didn't think that they could. Because I look at it like, I would much rather you use your own body to heal yourself, because that's what it does. The body literally heals itself without any outside sources. I would much rather you heal yourself with what you have than to go to a doctor and then they're putting you on medication and now other things are fucking up. Like, we run to the doctor too damn much when we have all the resources that we need to take care of ourselves. That's watch what we're eating, Watch how we're treating ourselves. Watch what we're listening to. Watch how we're talking to ourselves and to others. Simple. Now, if you need something where you have to see a doctor, baby, go see a doctor for sure. Definitely go see a doctor. Always consult with someone that has more education than you, period. That's in life in general. But don't keep tricking yourself like you can't take care of you. Like we're supposed to be taking care of ourselves. And again, that's what this podcast is about. Being self-aware of what's going on. Your body is going to tell you when it needs something. It's talking to you, but will you listen? You have to be able to listen because it's talking to you every day. Our next thing will be seek support if you need. Talk to a therapist or a counselor. Connect with supportive communities. Join groups. There are different groups on like Facebook that you can join. There's so many groups on Facebook. For the people who are like, Facebook's old, it's outdated. You can join groups on like, what's it called, Twitch? Like if you're into gaming, you can join groups on there. And just find you a community of people that get you, that are going in the direction that you're going. And they're going to be able to pull you closer to your goals and allow you to really show up and be yourself. And while you're doing that, you're showing up for other people as well. And you're going to realize all this work you put in was definitely worth it. So make sure you are seeking, like I said, someone who has more education than you. And if you are that one person that has more education than everybody in your group, then you're doing something wrong. Because if you're educating everybody and nobody's educating you, you're not going to be able to grow. You have to have people in your life that have more than you and know more than you so that you can reach another level and bring the people that's up under you where you are. And we continuously use this revolving door where we're going around and around and around and opening up doors for people. Celebrate your unique journey. That's honoring your individuality. I just posted that today. I'm so happy for the different perspectives that I'm starting to understand, and just showing up for who I am. I posted that because, as you can see, my hair is blonde. My hair was not blonde in the last few episodes. I switched it up. For one, it is October, so that means a lot of like Halloween stuff going on, and I got so many different looks that I'm going to be doing. So I'm doing something different. But when I tell y'all, I was like doing my hair and I'm liking it. Then all of a sudden I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like it. The more I started looking at it, like, I don't like this. Why did I spend this money and this time doing these braids and I don't like it? I feel like I look like a whole different person. And mind you, I have worn this hairstyle so many different times. I've worn this hairstyle so many different times. But where I am in my journey as far as like my mental health and just pouring so much into myself and my self-care, I don't feel like this fits me anymore. Like, yeah, it's cute, but I don't feel like this fits where I'm going. So as soon as October is over, like, people probably won't ever see this hairstyle again. I probably won't go this blonde again, and I'm totally okay with that. I'm totally okay with where I am on my journey and leaving that part of me where it was. Some people is just like, I love it. I love that you love that for me. But I can't take that with me where I'm going. There's so much more that I want to accomplish, and I just see a different version of myself, and it don't look like this. And I love that for myself, and that's how I believe that people should show up and think for themselves as well. Create rituals of self-care, whether it's a skincare routine, luxurious bath, and just taking time for yourself. Build rituals that make you feel good in your body. Now, usually when people hear rituals, they think like, oh my God, witch, like, oh my God, some demonic stuff or some voodoo, hoodoo, woo-woo. You know what I mean? So I believe I talked about it before in a couple episodes on like spiritual baths. Like there's times where I know that I need to detox, and I'll draw myself a spiritual bath, meaning like I have the herbs in there, I have my candles lit, I'll have my phone with all of my affirmations and things that I'm just going to be focusing on and just releasing, and I'll do that in my bath. So to me, that's a ritual. You know what I mean? That's something that's going to allow me to be a better version of myself. So however you take it, whatever you want to do, I believe that you have to find something that's going to allow you to open up and again, just be a better version of yourself. So find something that you can make routine. When you notice that your body is off balance, okay, cool, I need to go and do these things. I need to go and do that. For me, it's those baths. It's me saging. It's me meditating. It's me doing my yoga. It's me just fully connecting with myself and releasing everybody from my mind, because we can have other people's thoughts in our minds and we can't really hear ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So that's important. What's something that you think that you have done or that you would like to do to help really balance you, and that you would consider as like a ritual?
I don't believe I have an answer for that one.
Okay. So if you feeling off and you just like, I don't want to deal with nobody. Like, I don't want to see nobody. I feel like I'm missing something. What is it that you think that you can try out so that you can be at peace?
Something new?
Mm-hmm.
It would be most likely taking a long drive, listening to some music.
That's a good one. Now, if you're from Chicago, you know Lakeshore Drive is that space and place to be. Lakeshore Drive. Have you ever been on Lakeshore Drive, like, as an adult?
No, I haven't.
Oh, man. I got to take you. A drive down Lakeshore Drive in the car with music playing is just so, like, peaceful, because you get to see all the water on the side.
What kind of music?
Any music, whatever music you want to listen to.
What music do you listen to?
I listen to soft music. I listen to something that's going to really touch myself and allow me to visualize me being in a better place. So, like, right now I'm manifesting a wealthy life. So if I'm going to be driving down Lakeshore Drive, I'm putting on my old school music. I'm putting on the Isleys. They talking about love. You know, love really helps to heal. So I want to hear healing music. I don't want to hear no, he just left me and he taking a kiss and my dog. Woo, 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 woo. Like, no, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear, I'm glad to be with this woman. Like, I'm glad that we have this space. I'm glad that we got this house. Like, I want all of the feels, because that's the energy that I'm attracting, that I'm drawing in to be a wealthier version of myself. It all starts with love. And then it goes on to movement and what you're doing and how you implement those things, you know? So, and you can listen to rap music too. You can listen to some rap music. That can be motivation. Like, you just started a new job or you started off as an entrepreneur. You turn on your rap music and you driving down Lakeshore Drive, and you just feeling pumped up. Like, it gives you that energy to just go out there and just get in grind mode. So it's like, it's really your preference on what you're listening to. You know, everybody listens to something different. So we might have to find out what people are listening to driving down Lakeshore Drive that really give them what they looking for. But for me, it's going to be, you know, I got to hear my love songs. I got to hear it. It's going to really help me. So just to wrap it up, healing your relationship with your body is a process. But the more you practice self-acceptance, the stronger your connection with it becomes. So take this as a lesson. Focus on self. Focus on giving yourself more gratitude. Focus on feeding your body what it actually needs to function correctly. Be mindful of what you're saying, what you're speaking, and how you're speaking it to yourself, because you are listening. And if you don't want anybody coming into your energy field talking crazy to you, then you shouldn't be talking crazy to yourself. Life is very simple. Do not make it hard. I'll see y'all in the next one.